Okay, in this video, I want to take a look at an act that came in there in 2016 called the Criminal Justice Spent Convictions and Certain Disclosures Act. Essentially, it is intended to deal with situations where people may have incurred small or minor convictions in district court for various offences, for example, public order or road traffic and so on. But these criminal convictions can have significant consequences later on in life when it comes to, for example, applying for a job, travelling abroad, getting insurance and so on. So, as I say, there's problems arising from having a criminal conviction, even a minor one. In the whole area of getting a job, insurance cover may be denied. Getting certain type of licenses can be very difficult. For example, a taxi license perhaps is going to be stymied by a criminal conviction. Traveling to certain countries may be impossible, for example, the United States or Australia. The Act essentially provides that certain minor convictions will become spent and wiped from your record after 7 years. So these convictions will be considered spent after 7 years. What convictions are included? Well, certainly not murder or rape or manslaughter or any serious offences like those, but all convictions in the district court for motoring offences, except those for dangerous driving, limited to a single conviction. So it must be a single conviction. All convictions in the district court for public order offences, and a single conviction not for a motoring or public order offence in the district court or circuit court which resulted in a term of imprisonment of 12 months or less. Section 5 of the Act is the relevant one. So if you go online and you can look up this particular Act, just Google the name of the Act, you'll come to the Act, look at Section 5, and you'll see what convictions are considered spent. No more than one conviction may be regarded as a spent conviction, and if a person has more than one conviction. Disclosure. Once the conviction is spent, you are not obliged to disclose it except in certain circumstances, for example in court or to a Garda if they arrest you to investigate an offence. There are other limited circumstances where you'll have to disclose, for example, applying for certain types of licenses. Employment applications obviously is an area where you're going to be asked on many occasions, particularly in an application form, whether you have previous criminal convictions. Generally, you do not have to disclose a spent conviction. There are exceptions, however, when applying to join on Garda Síochána or the court service, or employment related to children or vulnerable adults. Travelling abroad then, for example, to the United States or Australia, you're bound by the laws of other countries and you may have to disclose, so you may not have any choice there. My contact details are on the screen there. If you find this video useful, you might give it a thumbs up down below, and you might be interested in subscribing to my YouTube channel. The Act, if you want to search for it online yourself, is the Criminal Justice Spent Convictions and Certain Disclosures Act 2016, and it may be useful for you to understand and know about this, particularly when it comes to applying for jobs.